What's good, family? How are you tonight? It's your boy Philly Sab. Just wanted to share a little something tonight. Something that was on my heart and on my mind, and I kind of wanted to share it with you, family. Why it was on, fresh in my mind. And the title of this is going to be "How YouTube Can Make You a Better Father." How YouTube can help you be a better father. Now, let's unpack this because I know when you hear that title, you're like, what's up with this guy? He's on something, huh? Well, really, what I'm saying is, I grew up without my father being present. Um, so my father committed suicide when I was 18 years old. Up to that point, probably I had spent some time with my father, but I had never spent like more than maybe 2 days with him on a couple occasions. So I didn't have a lot of time with him or a great relationship with him, but I loved him more than anything, respected him more than anything. I didn't need to spend a lot of time with him to feel that way because I had a mother that she admired and loved my father, even though he couldn't be the man he needed to be. And all she ever did is speak highly of him to me. I cannot remember one time my mother saying something negative about my father. As you know, complacent of a man that he was, I never heard her say a bad word about him. Only truths. Like she might say something like, he was freaky. He liked to be with a lot of different women. And that's not her talking bad about him. That's just her speaking the truth, actually speaking something that hurts her and something a reason why they couldn't be together. But back to the YouTube thing, like I was saying, I didn't really have a lot of time with my father, and now that I'm older and like I don't really watch TV, I usually read a lot, or I might watch a movie or YouTube. Um, so I understand the the quality of what YouTube brings, as far as the visuals, the sounds, the entrepreneurship, the advertising. It's literally, I think, I was looking at a statistic. I think it's the second biggest search engine in the world. I know it's in the top five. I think it's the second. So basically, the main thing I'm really saying is by me not being able to get to know my father and by him not being a communicator at all, like I would spend 2 days with my father, and I am not exaggerating, guys. Like the last time I hung out with him, I was about 15, 14, and that like the man just didn't talk. My father never talked. Like I heard him talking when he would be with his friends, and that was kind of like, damn, he do talk, because my father never talked to me, so I never got to know anything about him. All I got to know was the things I observed, and I did ask some questions. You know how little boys are, very curious. So I would ask some questions, and he would talk to me and tell me. He was just a very polite man too. He was never mean to me or anything like that. Um, but when I think about it, it's like all I want and I wish I had is just a memory of him. Like I just want to know who he was, who he is. Well, I want to know who he was so that I can correlate it and understand who I am now. That's why it mind boggles me how, this generation, this new generation, um, it's like you guys you'll say, I don't have a father, and your father will literally live 5 miles from where you live. So you're saying you don't have a father, but the truth is you do have a father. Y'all just don't have a good relationship. So for people like me that don't have a father or grew up in foster care or anything, might have lost their parents, we know the pain